Hi, my name is Sean Lynch from Quifa Financial Planners, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to draw down your pension. And this particular example is for a sole trader. Here we have a sole trader, and it's all about pension withdrawals. So under a sole trader, you have two different options. The first option is an annuity option. An annuity option means that you get a payment every year, but the first thing we need to do is take away your tax-free cash. And this particular example is 25% you get tax-free, so 400,000 minus 100,000 will give you 300,000. So 300,000 then is used to buy your annuity. An annuity is when you say at the age of 60, approximately the annuity is 3%, which means that you'll get a 3% return on your investment each and every year for as long as you live. This is ideally suited for people with longevity in the family because it will keep paying till 193 or as long as you stay alive. Okay. So for example, on the annuity side of things here at 3%, and again this is only approximate, a 60-year-old will get say 3%, a 65-year-old might get 4%, and a 70-year-old might get 5%. And these are only just approximate. You have to do the annuity quotation with the life insurance companies, or myself as a broker will happily do the annuity quotations for you. There is an open market option, which means that when your pension comes to maturity, you can actually shop around in the same way you'd walk up and down, you'd go to different banks to get different deposit rates. This is the same with the annuity rates. So this person here would get €9,000 investment. One of the major disadvantages of this particular type of pension is that, for example, at 3%, it will actually take 33 years even just to get all his €300,000 back. And then it would actually, so granted if you live to be 193, there'll be quids in. But one of the advantages is surety of payment. You're guaranteed you'll get this amount, no further investment decisions, and off you go from there. Best suited for people with longevity in the family, as I've mentioned, and also the most popular option is the Joint Life Last Survivor for a married couple, where the money is paid until the last person dies. So the next option then is actually the AMARF option, and here again we have our €400,000 in the retirement fund, €100,000 tax-free, which is 25% tax-free, and then we're left with our 300,000, same as this option over here. So in this particular option, the money is then subdivided into two boxes. The first box takes the next 63,500, and then the balance of the fund goes in here, which is 236,500 goes in here. This box has an optional drawdown of 4%, whereas this box has a compulsory drawdown of a minimum of 4%. And that is the main difference between the two boxes. And then if you die, the money transfers over here and your spouse can claim it, or you can leave it to somebody else if you wish. And also, if you have 12,700 in the pension, the money automatically transfers from here over to here, and then you start drawing down that amount as well. If you start this situation with a pension of 12,700, you can forget this box completely here, and all of your money will go in here. So there's a compulsory drawdown here of minimum 4% up to the age of 70, and a compulsory drawdown of minimum of 5% up to the age of, from the age of 70 to 70 onwards. The advantages of this particular one is that somebody somewhere is going to get the money, i.e. whatever's left in the fund, if you die, is passed on to your next of kin. Now that might be your spouse who can draw it down this way, or it could also be passed on to your children if they're either under 21 or over 21. There's different tax rules applying to them. So that's the major advantage, is that somebody somewhere is going to get your money. The major disadvantage is that if there's 4% or even 5% coming out of this particular fund, and there's only 3% going back in, then there's a deficit, and you could run out of money at some particular point in time. Now that's up to the skill of the financial advisor to ensure that this lasts as long as you possibly can get it to last, and that situation is avoided as much as possible. So that's a whistle-stop tour of how you draw down your pension for a sole trader. My name is Sean Lynch from Quifa Financial Planners. We're delighted to have a chat with you if you have any questions or queries in relation to how you draw down your pension. Thank you.